Hey guys, D Smooth 753 here, back at it with another rant video. Today I want to explain why Batman versus Deathstroke is the dumbest rivalry in all of comics. Probably the second dumbest. The only one that beats it is Hulk versus Wolverine. That's the only one dumber. That's the only thing dumber than Deathstroke versus Batman. Because Deathstroke wins hands down, no competition. This man right here, Deathstroke, is a super soldier that's been enhanced, that has adaptive regeneration, that has super strength, super speed, can think faster, has got so many freaking powers, and Batman's just a guy in a suit. Now I can understand the whole skill beats power, all that. They're both equal in skill. Both these guys are master martial artists, master. They're both weapons experts. They're both super rich. Deathstroke has a crap ton of money too. They're both equal in that regard. You know why the UFC has weight classes? Because even though skill is the most important thing in a fight, when two opponents are equal in skill, the only remaining factor is strength, is the weight. And Deathstroke is way out of Batman's weight class, if you catch my drift. Deathstroke has so many powers, he destroys Batman. And it's a stupid, stupid thing to see in comics. Every single time a new writer takes over DC, like, hey, let's have Batman fight Deathstroke. Here's how every single Batman versus Deathstroke fight happens. Deathstroke is nerfed for whatever reason. He's got the Joker poison, his powers aren't working right, he's always nerfed, and Batman is able to just barely tie him every single time. Either that or Deathstroke isn't interested in Batman and isn't going all out. That's how every single one of their fights always go. Look, if you have to nerf a character in order for him to have a good fight, then it's just not really a good fight. If you have to keep nerfing a character in order to match him with somebody else, then they just don't belong together. Deathstroke and Batman do not belong together. It's not a good fight. If you have to keep nerfing it, then it's not a good fight. It's like how they keep having to nerf Superman to fight Batman. It's not a good fight. You have to keep nerfing the character. It's dumb. And they don't even have much in common. Batman is a crazy guy whose parents got killed, he couldn't get over it, and wants to fight crime. Deathstroke is an asshole who cheated on his wife, watched his family die because of his own negligence, and then after that, he got an injection to become a super soldier. It failed, but kind of sort of worked because it activated his metagene, and he never looked back. Deathstroke's whole thing is trying to be number one, trying to be the best assassin in the world, a title that Batman is not interested in challenging. Batman is not a threat to Deathstroke. He's not a threat to his representation. He's not a threat to his reputation. Unless Batman is actively in the way of a mission, then Deathstroke has no reason to care about the Bat. So it's a really dumb matchup. They have nothing in common. Oh, they're like polar opposites of each other. Deathstroke is like Batman, but evil. No, he's not. Deathstroke is nothing like Batman. Deathstroke is just an asshole who wants to be number one. That's all Deathstroke is. He's an asshole, wants to be number one, and he'll kill anybody who gets in his way. That's Deathstroke's whole story. He's just an asshole obsessed with being number one. And don't even get me started on Deathstroke versus Nightwing. Oh, Deathstroke versus Nightwing. Don't even get me started on Batman versus Nightwing. Like, I'll admit, Batman versus Nightwing makes a bit more sense given the history of the characters. They have a legitimate rivalry. But power-wise, it's the same thing. The only way that Nightwing can beat Deathstroke is if Deathstroke is nerfed. Except for that one stupid time where Nightwing was able to beat Deathstroke while heavily injured. That was just ridiculous. So stupid. So Nightwing versus Deathstroke is literally just more of the same stupidity. It makes sense narratively, but power-wise, Nightwing's only able to win if he has help or if Deathstroke is heavily injured. You know what they need to do with Deathstroke? Pair him up. Stop pairing Deathstroke with people who don't have powers. I ranted about this in the past. Just you have to DC. DC wants everybody to be like Batman. Batman's a street level character, has no power. What DC needs to understand, what DC needs to respect, is that not everybody is like Batman. Characters do have powers, and it's okay for characters to have powers. DC has been disrespecting Deathstroke, not respecting his powers, not letting him use his powers. They keep nerfing Deathstroke whenever he goes up against Nightwing, whenever he goes up against Red Hood, whenever he goes up against Batman. He has to be nerfed in some way. Just stop nerfing him. Just make him fight somebody else. Stop making Deathstroke fight guys who don't have powers. Look, you know who Deathstroke should be fighting? Beast Boy. Beast Boy, he already has a past history with Beast Boy. Imagine, guys, if you're watching this, imagine if all of a sudden Deathstroke just got in some beef with Beast Boy, and then they start fighting. It makes sense. Deathstroke doesn't have to hold back against Beast Boy. Beast Boy has a whole crap ton of powers. Deathstroke can go all out, and he's skilled enough. Even though there's a massive power difference, Deathstroke is still skilled enough to compete with him, especially when he has all his weapons and resources. Have him fight Beast Boy. Have him fight Cyborg. Have him fight guys who are superpowered. DC, you need to understand and respect that Deathstroke is a superhuman. He needs to go up against other superhumans. That's how you solve this problem. This is a dumb matchup. Make him fight somebody else. Stop making him fight Batman. They make no sense narratively. They're not similar at all. They're not similar. Oh, he's like Batman evil. No. How is Deathstroke like Batman? No. Two, it makes no sense scaling wise since Deathstroke way outscales Batman. He's literally just as skilled, but with a crap ton of superpowers. You need to understand that. DC, you need to understand that it is okay for people to have powers. Stop pairing them up with Batman. Go fight somebody else. You have plenty of characters who rival the Trinity in popularity. The Teen Titans are well known throughout the world. You know, you could have Deathstroke beef with other members of the Titans. Have him beef with Cyborg. Have him beef with Beast Boy. Have him beef with Kid Flash again. Make him fight these other superpower characters. Stop putting him up with guys with no powers because you're just ruining the character. It always goes the same way. Hey, let's lower Deathstroke to make this fight even. No, just if you have to keep nerfing him, then it's not a fair fight to begin with. That's all I got. Well, guys, tell me what you think below. Like, subscribe.